which means that people can smuggle petrol outside of Egypt, people can sell it in the black market, or they could just sell it for really, really high prices. And there's no authorities to come and see what these guys are doing or control them. But also, Mohammed, this solar was subsidized. The government is now trying to remove the subsidies. هو كان مدعم السولار مش كده؟
تمام. ما زال مدعم لحد زي ما هو.
Since up until now it's still subsidized, but we do hear, nothing is confirmed yet, that the subsidies are going to be removed from the solar that goes into the tourist buses and the tourist vehicles. But I feel a bit threatened because that means this is the first step to removing the subsidies from us as well. And I said, well, what would happen? And he said, you know what? Solar is the soul of everything that happens in Egypt. If the subsidies are removed from solar, you won't see a revolution, you will see absolute destruction, because that means that everything that has to do with everyday life in Egypt is going to be 10 times more expensive. If you look on the map of Egypt, the Nile Delta is the splash of green between Cairo and Alexandria. And yes, there's agriculture there, but also this is the industrial heartland of the country. And in Mahalla, this is what it's all about. I can see rows upon rows of looms, hard at work, making cotton textiles, which is what this city is famous for. This is the Samanood factory, one of the biggest here. Mahalla is Egypt's textile capital. Until recently, cotton textiles accounted for over a quarter of Egypt's industrial production. But there's been a massive decline. And 2 years after the revolution, many factories in Mahalla are barely functioning. Other than textiles, Mahalla's also become a byword for political activism. For years, people here have been taking to the streets, even during the Mubarak time, demanding political reform and better conditions for workers. This time, they're protesting against President Morsi and his group, the Muslim Brotherhood. So we've just managed to get one of the workers out of the noisy factory to speak to us. اسم حضرتك ايه؟
مصطفى السيد صولة. شغال في النسيج بقالي 27 سنة.
Mustafa says he works in this textile factory just opposite us, and he's been there for 27 years. And Mustafa, we've been hearing about people demonstrating, going on strikes in Mahalla, and I've just seen on one of the walls outside the factory people saying you've got to respond to our demands. Just give me a brief idea about what the problems here are for the workers.
أيوة احنا كنا بنقبض مرتبنا يوم 27 في الشهر.
Says yes, for the longest time our wages used to come at the end of the month, even on the 27th of each month. But now we don't get paid on time, and we've got people to support, we've got school fees to pay, and so when we come here and we haven't been paid, we feel like we're suffocating. We need our money, we have families to support. And I say, well, does that then cause strikes? He says, yes, that causes strikes. This is our company, and I'm concerned about my job. This has become part of us right now. We've all been working here for a very long time. This has become my family. So, Mustafa, what has this revolution brought to you?
هقول لحضرتك يمكن الأسوأ. ما تقدمناش يمكن.
I'm worse off than before. At least before, I was paid. Things were available to me. But now, everything is in turmoil. I just want the country to be calmer. I want things